Greetings to all my loved ones. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Wisdom with me, your favorite spiritual advisor, Empress Oracle. I hope everyone is doing well today. So before we go ahead into our topic, let's get started with our spiritual copyright disclaimer. On behalf of Starseed Galactic Federation, I have been given access to this knowledgeable information from my Akashic records for the purpose of helping humanity. This information is given directly to me as a divine channel, and any use or reproduction of this information without proper accreditation or acknowledgement from where this information was received will result in instant karma for the plagiarizing parties or individuals. And so it is. Now, with that being said, today's topic that I would like to talk to you guys about. Ooh, we look a little crooked. Hold on, y'all. That better? Okay, yeah. As I was saying, today we are going to talk about mental manifestation. So, I know you guys remember when you were younger and you were in school, English class. I don't know about you, but I know my school, we read a lot of great poets, Maya Angelou and everybody else. And I remember a brief caption, a brief snippet saying, what happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry it up like a raisin in the sun? And let me tell you something. Your dreams, that is one of the first stages of mental manifestation. And that is what we are talking about today. Mental manifestation. A lot of times we get downloads from our higher self. They may come in the form of actual dreams when we're sleeping. It may come in the form of daydreams. It may come in the form of wishful thinking. And you know what? Sometimes it can come into the form of overthinking, right? And that's when we start doubting the downloads that we are getting from our higher self and from the divine. And I'm going to tell you that all manifestation, it starts in the 5D, it starts in the astral realm, and then it's downloaded to your spirit, and it starts in the mind before it can come into the physical, into the 3D, right? So a lot of times when we are sitting there, and even if you're not, because I've done this plenty of fucking times, right? Say you're not happy in your situation, or you're not doing what you want to do. You're not content in your job, right? And you're sitting there and you're just dreaming like, man, what I really want to do, I wish this, I wish that, X, Y, and Z. That is your higher self showing you your true calling and your true purpose. And a lot of times people tend to brush those things off as wishful thinking and stuff. But I'm going to tell you, if you can dream it, you can do it. That is a saying that I heard a very long time ago when I was in school as well. And that is very true. Anything that you put your mind to, you can do it. And that's why mental manifestation is so critically important to your whole manifestation process, not just the physical, but it all starts in your head. So if you are overthinking and you are doubting yourself and you are telling yourself, oh, this is not going to work, it's not possible, I'm too old, I'm too short, I'm too fat, I'm too tall, I'm too thin, then you are already setting yourself up for failure. Because anything that you think in your mind is what will manifest into your reality. If you are a hypochondriac and you are always, every new illness that comes out, every new virus that comes out, you're like, oh my God, I think I have it. You're manifesting those illnesses within you. That is the same thing. It's because it starts in your mental. That is mental manifestation. And that is why it is very important for us not only to think positive thoughts, but to receive positive energy and positive thoughts. So that when we manifest mentally, we are manifesting things that are going to make us whole, that are going to build us up, and that are going to shoot our ego to the side and be like, no, fuck that. Yes, I can. Because a lot of times what we don't realize, as I said before, is that your higher self knows your true capability. A lot of us are just having a simple human experience to learn lessons to take to the next lifetime. But then there are a special few of us, the ones that are truly chosen and called, who have a purpose to fulfill this lifetime. And a lot of times, because we have such a strong purpose and such a large destiny, there are, people, things, energies, entities thrown in our way in order to try to get us off track and off of our path. But the truth will always be inside of us. And mentally, we can always manifest our way out of a tough situation, right? So if you know that you have a purpose, if you know that you are chosen, it all starts in your mind, regardless of your circumstances and what you are going through. It is up to you to use your positive manifestation abilities, because let me tell you, everybody who is chosen, 9 times out of 10, you are a master manifester. So whether you manifest yourself up out the struggle, or if you manifest yourself deeper within, it is on you, because you already came here with innate qualities and capabilities to manifest, starting with your mental. Excuse my error, but that's just confirmation. Starting with your mental. Starting with your mental. So the first thing that you need to do, if you know that you have a habit of mentally manifesting negative things, negative situations for yourself, the first thing that you need to start doing is starting off, a lot of people think it's soft and it's bullshit, but with positive affirmations. Sometimes you really have to argue with yourself. Sometimes it's going to be your ego versus your higher self, because a lot of times your ego is what tells you that you can't or might not be able to do something. A lot of times your ego is what will hold you back, right? It'll tell you that you can do something that is toxic for you, and that you cannot do something that is healthy and will put you in a better position because it's going to be too much work. It is up to you to argue with your ego and tell yourself, yes, I can, right? And you continue to condition yourself verbally and mentally every time you have a self-limiting thought. Every time you have a self-limited fear or belief, it is up to you to mentally reprogram yourself. And a lot of times people like to just stay products of their environments, i.e. if they come from a low-income household, or if they come from an area where people choose to just run the streets and be degenerates instead of applying those good businessmen skills and doing something that can actually help them in the long term. They rather that quick, easy come, easy go. What you have to understand is anything worth having is worth working hard for. And you have to mentally program yourself, all right? You have to start manifesting your reality in your mental first. It all starts in the mind, because if your head is not in the right place, and if your mind is not in the game, and if you're not ready to go through the loops and the mazes that life is going to throw, because remember, a lot of things that we go through and we endure in this life on this earth are simulations. They are tests to see if we are going to achieve our purpose this lifetime. And if not, you have to come back and do it again. So it is up to you to start mentally manifesting those things. Tell yourself, yes, I can. Give yourself those positive affirmations, right? And always, always, always let your faith be larger than your fear, because fear is a normal and it is a healthy experience. Anybody who says that they never are afraid of anything, if they say sometimes they're never afraid of the thoughts that they start manifesting in their head, they're a fucking liar, because that is a part of the human experience and that is normal. It is up to you to conquer it in a positive way. Don't deny yourself those feelings. It is important for you to go through those feelings, go through that thought process. Ask yourself, why do you feel as though you cannot do what your higher self is showing you that you are here to do? And I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, you're not really going to have any good reason. You're going to come up with bullshit, earthly, carnal reasons as to why. But that is all just a trick. It's all just an illusion to see how much do you really want it, right? And if mentally you are not prepared to go through life struggles, because remember, life is a roller coaster. It's constantly like this. What goes up must come down. Okay, but if you learn how to ride that ride, and if you mentally prepare yourself for life's ups and downs, that ride will be an enjoyable one where you will learn things to put into your mental, to help with your mental manifestation, because any actions that you take towards progress, it all starts within. It all starts in your mental. That's why it's very important to, watch your thoughts, because God sees all. God, Ra, Allah, source, universe, spirit, divine, they are all one and the same to me. Same shit, different toilet. But God sees all. Whether you want to call God a he or she, it is an energy. The higher being sees all. So therefore, If out of your mouth you speak positive things, but in your head you were already shutting that shit down before it can get out, you're shutting down the downloads that you are receiving from source and divine in order to help you elevate. You're shutting down the downloads that you're receiving on how to go forth with your manifestations, because it starts off mentally and then it goes into the physical. Then you are already doing yourself a disservice. Sometimes you have to be the one to counsel yourself, because a lot of times people, we don't share those thoughts that we have, those self-limiting thoughts and beliefs. We don't share those with other people. We keep it to ourselves, because at the end of the day, we know better. We know it's not true, and we know we should not think that way about ourselves. However, having a human experience, it happens sometimes. That is why it is very, very important, vitally important, for you to look yourself in the mirror, look yourself in the eyes, okay? And when that ego and that shadow side tries to tell you, no, you can't, you get real motherfucking close like this. You look at yourself and you say, yes, I can. You speak into reality the things that you know to be true for yourself. You manifest positive things. The more you say it to yourself, the more you will start to reprogram your mind, okay? And your mental manifestations will become real. Now, they better be good. They better be good. That's why it's very important to watch as well the things that you say, because you're inadvertently manifesting your reality. Your thoughts are very, very, very important when it comes to manifesting. So I would like for everybody to take care of your thoughts. Let your faith always be bigger than your fear. I know I am, and I have, and I personally have struggled with overthinking and negative mental manifestation until I realized that I control my destiny. I am here for a purpose and a reason, and I am not going to let myself do any negative mental manifestations, because that is not what I'm here for. And I would love for everybody else to take that same challenge upon themselves, take that initiative, and take control of your mental. You control your mind. Anything else is a fucking illusion. Remember that. Now, with that being said, I also would love for you guys, as you go along your spiritual journey and you need your protection, because it is important to stay grounded and to stay protected. And what better way to do that than with crystals? I would love for you to go ahead and check me out on Etsy, on Empress Oracle Shop, where I have all types of different crystals. I have bracelets, necklaces, earrings for men, women, children, and I also make custom orders. So go ahead and check me out on Empress Oracle Shop on Etsy. Also on IG, Empress Oracle Shop as well. With that being said, be blessed and have a wonderful, beautiful day. And remember, all manifestation starts in the mind. You hear that? Facts. I love you. Be blessed.